Well, I don't get out much. I feel like I have to hide a lot, I think, because I don't, I feel like people know.
Well, who's the opioid crisis affecting? Everyone. This has really been the epidemic of our generation. And what we're experiencing in this community, in this region, and in our country is really kind of extraordinary. Right now it's estimated that over 2 million people are experiencing addiction associated with opioid use disorder, and that is remarkable.
One of the most important things to understand about the opioid overdose epidemic is that this is a disease. This is not somebody who was raised poorly or made a bunch of bad judgments. For the vast majority of people here in our area, they started down this road because of a prescription that they received from a physician for opioid medication. They took that entire prescription. By the time they were done taking it, they were somewhat addicted to it, and then one thing led to another. And so that's what's so important about fighting this disease, is we have to get rid of the stigma.
Society as a whole thinks individuals should just be able to stop using on their own, when in fact individuals that we serve often need to learn new coping skills and ways to live and deal with daily stressors that they face every day.
I guess when I was 19, I broke my leg. It was pretty bad. I needed surgery and plates and screws in my leg. And I guess I started taking pain medicine for it. And then I guess after they stopped giving them to me, my pain, I guess, went on and on and on. Like, it didn't, it's bone pain. I guess it doesn't really stop, I guess. It's always there. But so I guess I started seeking my own self-medication, like the way to make the pain go away. So I guess it started there, and then it just steadily grew.
Addiction is a disease, and I always say it's a disease that, if left untreated, is always fatal. That's why it is so important that entities like the PennFoundation are around to make sure the people who want to get into treatment is available, and they just do an amazing job with helping people.
When I guess I kind of hit rock bottom with myself, like I was just staying home all the time, and I was aware of it. I was dependent on everyone around me, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. When I researched PennFoundation online, and I saw how many, you have an outpatient program, you have an inpatient program, you have a whole building dedicated to rehabilitation, you have groups, you have meetings, you have all kinds of different counseling, and everything devoted just, for that cause. And that's, I think anyone would want that.
We support people in the community suffering from an opioid use disorder in a variety of ways. We have inpatient programs, we have partial hospital programs, we have intensive outpatient programs, we have traditional outpatient programs, we have mobile engagement services that are focused on reaching out to individuals and families in the moment of their immediate need. But what makes us somewhat unique is that we have all of those services. People can really stay connected to a group of clinicians. We can develop beyond inpatient care an outpatient aftercare program that keeps them connected with our clinicians, our program, with an alumni group, and really helps them build the supports they need in the community after discharge to go back to an independent and healthy life.
And what we do know from the research and what we see with the individuals we serve is that the longer an individual stays engaged in treatment, the longer they are, the more successful they are in their recovery.
I think the biggest change I've seen in myself is definitely getting out more and not relying on people as much and being as dependent on people. I think that I'm most proud of the fact that, even though I have anxiety and, drugs definitely fed into that more, I'm definitely coming out of my shell more and just living more. And, I'm going to college, and I'm starting my life the way I should have years ago before I started all of it.
The message that I would like to get out to families and constituents, that if you're looking for help for a loved one from a drug problem, help is available and treatment works.
While we have made progress in reducing the number of lives lost to the disease, we don't feel that we've been successful enough in getting more people into treatment.
So there's been a lot of progress made in terms of treatment, particularly in this community, with the kinds of supports that we've discussed, that we've received from governmental payers and from private charitable support. But that said, there's so much more to be done. So the thing that we're mostly focused on and that I'm mostly concerned about is what can we do to reach out to the 75 to 80% of people who have a treatment need who aren't receiving treatment.